Check one. Underway in this game number 4. Action between the Stallions and the C4 Generals. We're seconds underway, 8 seconds into the game number 4 of the CPJHL West Showcase. So just missed a face-off. Apologies on that, but we had to change rinks, a little bit of a rush. Had 10 minutes to change rinks. Probably should have stayed on the main rink, but we soldier on here on Rogers Television. Shot wide on the near side. Picked up beside the Stallion net. Lundstrom, long outlet feed. In behind the net, Tomaszewicz for the Generals. Broken up by the number 27 forward of the Stallions. That's Jared Weatherby. Errant pass picked off by Dunn. Started ahead of the 1:15 start time. I'm John Molson, your host on Rogers Television. Backhand pass by Kevin Logan. Stallions, the home team in this one. The last game, I believe the Royals listed as home team. They were actually away. And it's a bit of a trial and error, as mentioned in this tournament. We started out with a 25-minute first period in game 1, shortened that up to stay within the time frame. 6-game tournament here at Tillsonburg Arena. This the B rink, and a quick shot by the assistant captain, Hayek. Hayek hits the top of the goalpost. In the Stallion net, Aiden Walter. Shot off to the far corner of the net. Shot scores. 2 minutes and 25 seconds in. The Generals tried to avenge their 2-1 loss in game 1 of the morning. Ryan Marriage .17:35 on the clock. Backhanded away by Sloan. The shot tipped wide. Barbeau in the net for the Generals for a second straight game, following his shutout. See if we have an announcement of the goal here. Shot into the middle. I don't think there's a PA system on the B rink. Shot, here it is. They're not going to announce any assists. Again, this is a little bit of a work in progress, being as this 6-game tournament originally scheduled live for Wednesday, February the 19th. And this brought on by several weather cancellations gives the teams all a chance to meet in a neutral location. had 10 minutes to change rinks before the 1 p.m. start time. They shoot in by Austin McDonald. Cross ice feed down the left wing side. Beatty throws a hard hit through a dump in, and then a solid check on Austin McDonald. Swatted out past the red line. Down the right wing side. Stallions won the first game between these two. Quick wrist shot. Hard wrist shot there by Carson Latimer. Backhanded away by Sisson. Held up in the corner. Shot, the rebound deflected to the far board. Here's a shot by the Stallions, Polehill. Out to the front of the blue line, Richichi. 4 men back for the Stallions, in behind the net. Sisson. Poke check by Jared Searles, now back the other way. Quick wrister by Thacker. Brought down along the boards, solid hit through the middle. Big hit by Jared Retherby. Coleman. Poked free by Hayek. Hayek 4 goals in 3 games, down to the corner, past the end line. Hayek at the front of the line, done over to the wing, quickly turns the Generals the other way. 13:47 remaining, first period of play. Hayek calling for the pass, the shot. Hard shot out the... deflected in by the Generals. 2-0 Seaforth. Owen Hayek continues as the hottest player of the 6 games. Pots the game's 2nd goal. Cedric Beck for the Generals, the original shot on goal on the far side of the... This is the first we've seen Beck on this morning's action into the early afternoon. It's current. Two nothing Seaforth. Shot tipped just wide by Buckley. Played up near side of the board. Backhand by Sloan. Picked up by Ross Kendi down the wing. Centering pass. Kaptana, he's also been hot. 3 goals. This will be the final game of the afternoon for Seaforth. They shot. Seaforth 2-0, or 2-1, excuse me. Defeated Langton in the last game by a final of 2-0. Wrapped around the near board, played by Kevin Logan. Back over the Stallions side of the red line, now down the right wing side. is Logan. Crunched along the boards, plays it back to the left side, and picked up and cleared. Eventually getting it out is Wilby. Helped by a slight mishandle by the Stallion right defender. 2-on-2, the shot, hard blocker save by Barbeau. Raul Barbeau in between the pipes for the second straight game, following the 2-0 victory in Game 4 over the Langton Royals. Royals hosting this tournament. The CPJHL West Division Showcase featuring the top 3 teams in the West Division, brought to you by Grassmere Construction and Boston Pizza Tilsonburg. 53 seconds to the midway point of period 1. 2-0 C4 Generals trying to avenge the loss earlier in the morning. Controversial goal somewhat by Jeremy Thornton. Logan Bromley thought he was interfered with. Generals have used all 3 of their netminders. They shot from distance. Deflected into the corner by Aiden Walter. They shot down low. Shot from the right side, and it hits a stick. Shot by Kipford, deflects out of play. Please check the CPJHL website for the stats. We won't be updating the stats today. Barbeau 13-3 on the year coming into this morning. Again, they've played 3 40-minute games since then, a 220 goals against average. So keep checking the website. Want to get the stats as up to date as you can. I'm not blessed with a statistician. Have a kind of a sparse crowd here this afternoon due to the fact that it is a work and school day. Crunched out the far board, Kayla Boylan. See if we can get you a stat line on Aiden Walter. We haven't mentioned him at this tournament because this is his first game. The 3rd of 4 for the Stallions. Royals will try to avenge their earlier loss in the final game of the day. Shot hung on to by Barbeau. Excuse me, apologies on that. Aiden Walter, a 5-2 record, a 360 goals against average. All the Severin netminders around 3 coming in, so they're all fairly consistent. The mid-3 range. Keeler a shutout in the last game. Pass over the right side. Chopped away by Jake Grinnell. Swatted at by Ross Kenzie down the wing on the puck for the Stallions. Nice play to sidestep the winger Captana, the C4 captain. Kaptana spins away from the hit of Josh Jones. Long feed in by Mac Young. Generals go for the clear out the front of the blue line. Puck bouncing around. Enables Gordon to get on it for the Stallions. Pass out the far side of the red line. Long shoot in by Martin Poldmitz. Bouncing puck played by Gordon. Long shoot in off the back wall in behind Walter. 2-0 C4 Generals. Shaw and Barbeau hangs on from the left side. Goals by Ryan Marriage and Owen Hayek. Hayek's 5th of the afternoon in his 4th game. And again, these will all count in the standings, all the more important for Hayek. Gets to pick up the pace in terms of goals for, not only for the team, but adds to his point totals as well. Draw inside the right circle. Sanasi Tastion will take it. They shot. Shot by Searles. Wide and low near side of the C4 net. Swung down the left wing side by Norski. Trying a stick check is centering pass on the backhand. Slipping past the 2 defenders is Thacker. Backhand shot by Sisson. McDonald out to the right side to Kipfer, ahead to Austin McDonald. Picked up. Stallions play a high pass out of the zone. And catch Benjamin Dunn backing up. Austin McDonald out to the far corner. Picked up, wrapped off the underside of the boards by Shane Thurber. McDonald behind his net. Throws it out to the far corner. Taking a bump on the backside is Searles. McDonald cross ice. Owen Hayek cuts back into the middle. Plays it to Searles' left wing side. Around the net, giving chase Kevin Logan for the Stallions. Shot from distance, hits the back wall. Across to Jacob Lundstrom. Mishandles the pass, allows Cedric Beck. Again, this Beck's first game. Saw him for a shift earlier. Dunn down the left wing side, and the shot just tipped out of play far corner. Puck hit the wall, came back into play. Lundstrom down the boards. Tomaszewicz broken up far wall. Shot from distance. Hopping on it is Barbeau. Thanks for joining us on Rogers Television. The last game of the day featuring the Stallions and Royals. So that's the last game for Seaforth. Hoping to hand the Stallions the first loss of the day. Stallions 2-0 heading into this one. Shot off the back wall, moved ahead, the spin around pass picked off by the Stallion defense. Now the Generals tip it into the near corner. Played by Weatherby. Weatherby, the first Seaforth goal. Pass right wing side, faking a shot is Dylan Beattie. Beattie tied up in the corner, drop below the end line. The shot by Josh Jones. Sloan across to pass through the neutral zone. That pass was to Norski. Storm Norski wearing number 29. Not on your game day lineup as of this morning. At least not on the official game sheet anyway. Shot from the left side, blocker save Barbeau. Comes out to Lundstrom, 2:12 to go. No third period, we're going with 2 20-minute halves basically. Puck chipped in down the right wing side, off the boards, ahead. General Searles plays it deep down the left wing side. Stallions defense picks it up. Generals looking to avenge the 2-1 loss to the Stallions at 9:15 this morning. These two played in the first game of the day. Last game of the day will feature the Royals as the away squad. Opekapew down into the corner, wearing number 3 for the Stallions. Backhanded by Latimer, giving chase. Generals get there first as Searles plays it backhand. Hayek on the puck for the Generals. 5 goals on the day. They drop. Shot from distance by Kipfer, hits the back wall. Rebound, 2 shots at it. Dunn and Hayek up high inside the last minute of period 1 now. Shot left side, hits Kevin Logan. They won't clean the ice in between periods. Again, we've moved to the B rink. That's why the different visual. Same building, just got across the hallway. Shot Walter the save. Just under 30 seconds to go in the period. Captana and Ross Kendi up front off the draw. Generals tailing back on the right wing side. A shot right off the draw, Ryan Marriage. He had the first Seaforth goal. Under 10 seconds to go. Boylan looking for a final shot. Whipped off the boards by Weatherby. Puck into the slot. Coleman takes a final swipe at it, doesn't get the shot away. 2-0 for the C4 Generals after 1 half of play, 1 period. Again, we're skipping the third. Take a brief break, back with more CPJHL action on Rogers TV. You're watching the 2020 Canadian Premier Junior Hockey League West Showcase from the Tillsonburg Arena. A goalie change for the C4 Generals. Puck pops up into the air. Think it's Keeler back in between the pipes. No, it's Max Hetman. Didn't have the last game sheet I printed doesn't have Hetman listed, the game 1 starter. Max Hetman, a game over 500 coming into this morning. A .339 goals against average. 19:27 to go. Looking for a fresh goalie, trying to avenge the loss to the Stallions earlier this afternoon. Joshua Jones deflects it near corner of the net. Logan up front of the blue line. They tip to neutral ice, forcing Cameron Wilby to move up. Giveaway on the corner, the shot. Shot by Ryan Marriage, looking for his second. Marriage hasn't played a lot today. Got himself more involved with the first goal of this game, 17:35 on the clock. Pass down the right wing side. To the corner first for the Generals is Wilby. Long feet ahead, a speeding Cedric Beck. Again, this is Beck's first game. Solid hit by Beck, they score. A body check on the right wing side. Beck lays out Marcus Thacker. (3-0) Generals. Cedric Beck, after the first hit, collects his first goal of the afternoon. I believe he's the only player to see action in just his first game, so the freshest legs. Just outside of 18 minutes. That is also the first goal of this second period. The shoot-in sails wide. The Generals looking to move to 23 wins. Stallions currently sit at 23 wins on the season. With their 2 earlier victories. Their final matchup taking place at 2:30. They're the home team against the Langton Royals. Shot hit the underside of the crossbar. Huge shot by Liam Coleman. And it was about a quarter of an inch away from going in. Beat the Seaforth netminder, Max Hetman, but does not go in the net. Pass down the left wing side. One-on-one is Coleman with Anthony Kipfer. Pass down beside the circle. Hard shot off the boards. Mac Young goes and gets it for the Stallions. Coleman backed up in his own zone. Back to Young. Bank pass off the far wall. Mac Young the assist. 17:55, the time of the third Seaforth goal. Seaforth still stinging from the first game, the 9:15 game this morning. Lost 2-1 when the goaltender thought he was interfered with. Oh, an open side for the Stallions. They can't convert. Shot deflection on the backhand by Boylan. .16:05 to go in the second. 3-0 Seaforth. Seaforth, will move to, they're 2-1 on the afternoon currently. If they win this one and avenge their loss at 9:15 this morning, we'll move to 24 victories on the season. Pass down the right wing side, outlet feed into the slot for Boylan. He can't hang on. Bouncing puck, Boylan. Moved ahead to Dylan Beatty. Stick check along the ice by Richichi. A steal, nice tip by Captana. Past Lundstrom. Aiden Walter has to come up big at the near post. Again, Stallions on the power play. They're listed as the home side on the sheet I have. I guess the issue of greater importance is they get the games in for the sake of determining a first-round playoff matchup. This is pretty much neutral ice for everyone involved, although Langton closest to the rink here in Tillsonburg. They certainly had the advantage of less travel, just 10 minutes down the road as Langton. Mac Young in his own zone, giving chase. Dunn. Stick checked. Young out the far side of the neutral zone, played ahead by Buckley. Or excuse me, Jake Grinnell. Jack Buckley on the Generals, not dressed here in this tournament. Martin Poldmitz. Pass over the left wing side. Dunn, bouncing puck. Grinnell the shot. Max Hetman the save. To the draw, Shane Thurber for the Generals. Plays it back into the defense off the draw. Pass down the left wing side. Poldmitz backed up by the forecheck of Sishin. Knowles behind the net, past a speeding Shane Thurber. Thurber taken out, allows Knowles to move it to the right wing side. Shot by Jones. Picked up in behind the net, backhanded away by Searles. Sishin down the right wing. Knowles 2 strips on Thurber through the neutral zone, allows him to make a backhand shot down the left wing side. Centering pass, Thurber banks it off the glass up and out, and putting up the arm is Aiden Walter, signifying the icing. Draw will come to the right circle, C4 zone. Stallions won 2-1 in game 1. Tastion into the corner, out to the left side, the swing pass by the General Storm Norski. In behind the net, Tastion to a loose puck. The Stallions on it, play it back to the red line, broken up by Tomashitz. Mac Young holding up his man. 2 bodies aside on the far board underneath the Stallion bench. Kicking at it is Ethan Gordon. Tastion, the shot, sails wide. A lot of these teams with similar numbers, there's 2 47s on each side. That an uncommon number, the shot. It was Thornton for the winner for the Stallions in the first game between these two. Think I switched them with Gordon, so apologies on that. 2 93s as well. And 2 91s, not common numbers, that's for sure. So some similarities in high numbers between these two teams. Pass out the far board, swatted away by Kaptana. Kaptana had 2 goals in the first game of the day, the 9-4 victory over the Langton Royals. Kaptana ahead to Marriage. Marriage impeded slightly on the right side by Lundstrom. Ross Kendi down the left wing in behind the net. Shot, stick check down low, back to the left side. Shot by Travis Sloan. Sloan a goal and 2 assists in that 9-4 victory. Again, we want you to watch all the games on Rogers Television. Plus, the nice thing is the shorter games, 2 20-minute periods, gives you time to watch several of them. Check the Rogers website for times showing in your area. Some commotion after the whistle as Gilmore tied up with Travis Sloan. Under 10 minutes to go now. Stallions will need to strike quickly if they would to keep their perfect record intact. Weatherby, Coleman, and Boylan up front. Set to go as the Seaforth assistant captain. Dunn plays it out the near side of the blue line. Shot. Weatherby tries to sneak it under the arm. 5-on-4 advantage here for the Stallions. Nothing showing on the scoreboard, so they haven't posted the penalty. They shot. Ryan Marriage in the box. They shot from the left side of the blue line. Generals changed netminders, went back to Max Hetman, went to the fresh goaltender despite the 2-0 lead at the time. Coleman off the boards into the circle for Boylan, drops back left side. Coleman across to Young, down to the corner, back to Young. Young winds up the shot, and it makes its way through a mass of bodies, and Hetman pounces on it. Draw one by the Stallions, played around the boards by Jake Grinnell. Battling for possession is the Generals' Cedric Beck. Beck, the 3-0 goal, the only goal of this second half. 2 20-minute periods to be played each game. The shot by Poldmitz. Hetman the save. Pass into the corner, out past the end line, slight deflection. Now it's pounced on by Kevin Logan. Shot down low, looking for a rebound, Knowles. Seaforth able to go 2-on-2 the other way. Hayek, 5 goals in 4 games. Backhanded by Searles, they shot by Hayek. Deflected to the corner by Aiden Walter. Cross ice pass, taking a hit on the backside is Poldmitz from Martin Tomaszczyk. Grinnell off the boards. Pass too hot to handle for Joshua Jones. Hayek bounced it off the boards, put the Generals offside, and a stoppage with 7:05 to go. Lundstrom over to the far wall for Mac Young, broken up by Sisson. Shot from distance sails wide. Thacker back pass to the front of the blue line. Turnaround, hard shot off the boards. Massive shot by Lundstrom. Joshua Jones looking to pound home the rebound near corner off the deflection off the end wall. Carson Latimer will take the draw for the Stallions. Played around the boards, up past the outstretched stick of Ethan Gordon. Pass through neutral ice, giving chase is Eduardo Schott. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Pass touched by Jones. He's unable to clear the zone. Turnaround played by Norskay. Shot in the slot, trying to do battle are the Stallions. Eduardo Schott sandwiched in between the two defenders. Norskay still having a discussion with Jared Weatherby. Norskay back to the bench. Stallions are having fun with it. The centerman Weatherby laughing as Norskay to the bench. Play to the corner, in behind the net now. Picked up, Stallions play it back to the front of the line. Sloan a deep pass in. Pass ahead to Boylan. Generals won't get credited with a complete 0 as the two games prior to this also featured no goals by one side. Trying to preserve the superstition. We mentioned the 0 at the end of the game. I've never found that that's had much of an effect in this case because the Generals netminders split time. It won't apply anyway. Don't know how exactly that's going to work for the two prior games. I imagine they'll have no other choice, being as it is a regulation game. I don't think they're gonna, not likely to indicate it was a 40-minute game as opposed to 60. Because after all, it does count in the regular season standings. Mac Young back for the Stallions, a backhander into the zone by Hayek. Coming up on the 4-minute mark, pass below the Stallion bench. Broken up by McDonald, played by Hetman. Simply leaves it for Tomaszewicz. Outlet feed to the front of the blue line. Tried to hit Dunn on a break. Was even with the defenders. So therefore unable to contact the pass. Tomaszewicz down the near side for Dunn. Up ahead for Beck. Cedric Beck's played just the one game this morning into this afternoon. And he got the only goal of this second half as well at the 17:55 mark. Shot deflected by Ben into the corner. Generals looking to go home at 3-1 on the day. The shot and the save by Walter. If the score holds up, the Stallions will drop back to 2-1. And the last game coming up, the CPJHL West Showcase. The Langton Royals yet to find a win for this Wednesday, February the 19th. On their somewhat home soil, 8 kilometers away from their home. A knee-on-knee there. Lucky to fight through it as Eduardo Scott shot. Jacob Fenton likely to go off for kneeing. Here he goes now off to the right side of your screen. In the draw for the Generals, Sanasi Tasdion. He wins it clean down the near board. Giving chase is Logan. Generals numbers in the corner, centering pass up high to the high slot, but it allows the Stallions to move it quickly the other way. Shot high up on the shoulder. A save by Max Hetman. Gordon over to his left, quickly down the wing, Tasdion. 3-0 Seaforth. Goals by Ryan Marriage. Hayek, his 5th of the afternoon in 4 games. Well, morning into the afternoon. And then back in his first game, didn't play the first 3. Connects with the 3rd goal of the game at the 17:55 mark. Thurber down the wing, inside 90 seconds, wrapped around the boards. Richichi on it, under the end line, back to the side wall. Generals attempt a centering pass, it's taken away. Hit on Weatherby. Pass through neutral ice, the shot inside a minute as Hetman gets enough of it with the bottom of his left glove, just enough to knock it down into the corner. Sishin stripped by Jake Grinnell to the far side of the blue line, long dump in. Hetman directs it to the corner once again. Stallions won't empty the net by the looks of things. The shot by Sishin. Shoot in, Andrew Layton on it for the Stallions. Fighting through a check. And they score. Martin Poldmitz, let's see if the left winger deflected it on the far side. 9 seconds remaining, and it breaks the combined shutout by Max Hetman, and Raul Barbo. So the Stallions, I guess it's possible if they made 2 shots right off the draw. Into the Stallion zone. And the Stallions will finish the West Division Showcase for the CPJHL at 3-1 on the afternoon. The Generals, the Stallions at 2-1. It's the Generals with the early departure from Tillsonburg Arena here this afternoon. They're the first of 3 teams to leave, and they go home with a 3-1 record on the afternoon. The Generals at 24-7, 0-3 now, and again, check CPJHL.com for updated stats. We thank you for joining us on Rogers Television, and please join us for game number 6, the final game of the 2020 West Showcase, as the Royals and Stallions collide. The Langton Royals still looking for their first victory on the day.